Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Last time we were able to start off with Leo's, um, how do I call it? Leo's week, I guess you could say it, and I think we should be able to finish it by now. For now, because I want to finish this Leo's week today, so in the next part we can get to the super boss and to the ending. Without any further ado, let's keep going. To day 3. I suddenly realized that I haven't seen Leo since day 1. The only remaining master in this school are me, Leo, and Rin. At least I have two people to talk to. I just wish one of them wanted to have a conversation right now. We should talk about... Oh, that's right. I've never asked Rin what she wished for the Holy Grail. The second cipher key has been generated in the second floor. My terminal chimes, informing me of a challenge. The last challenge. By meeting it, the door to the last elimination battle will open. While I'm immersed in thought, the classroom door slips open and Kotomini appears. I see you've been alerted to the next challenge. I'm delighted that my work is almost done. Your opponent has received his notification as well. You do well not to back down now. I don't need Kotomini to warn me that the search for the final cipher keys won't be easy. If I run the risk of crossing swords with Leo on the second level too, then I won't see you again until the day of the elimination battle. Good luck. This chuckle sort of undermines the whole meaning of good luck. He leaves the classroom. The last challenge. There are 4 days left until the day of the elimination battle, and my uncertain fate awaits me there. I should do whatever I can so that I have no regrets. Indeed. Let's go ahead and talk to Archer, see if he has anything to say today. Anything new? Oh right, of course, we have the Matrix level E. Excuse me. Only a few days remain until the Holy Grail War comes to an end. My upcoming battle with Leo is starting to make me incredibly nervous. Out of all the masters I've faced, he seems to be the most likely to claim the Holy Grail. He's the only master I've spoken with consistently with since the prelims. I never thought we'd be the last one standing.
これといって急務もない。マスター、何か話でもしないか?
I guess my nerves are really showing. If Archer notices, my obvious lack of composure has him a little concerned. It's a rare opportunity. I really should take the chance to. And this is the only one where we actually have to how do you say it? Pay attention to what you say, because the only correct answer is this one. Ask about Archer's true identity. The upcoming fight with Leo looms large in my mind, but right now I have a question I have to ask. Even more importantly than if I live or die, there is something I need to ask Archer before I meet my fate. Before he claimed that he wasn't strictly a heroic spirit, what exactly did he mean by that? How did an ordinary human become a heroic spirit, and who was the hero of justice he was mocking?
まだあの話が気になると? 参ったな。あれはただのヨタ話だったのだが、正義の体現者では気は済まないか。的を射た。実にいい言葉なんだが。
The description seems to refer to Archer. Give me a second, I have goddamn notifications going on here. No, I don't want up to update, get off. But what I do know, but I want to know is what came before. I want to hear how he was like when he was mortal.
まったく。物好きな性格だよ。うちのマスターは。
You love it.
だが、体を休めるにはちょうどいい。以前の私なら憎むだけの話だが、自分でも笑ってしまうのだが、信じがたいことに、今の私は、あれはあれで 悪くない人生だったと思えている。君の影響だろう。たまには底抜けのバカ者になるのもいい。という、そうだな。あれこれ悩むのはここまでにしておこう。
Yep. Nice transition there. With that, Arthur straightens himself up. His tone of voice is neither gloomy nor cheerful, just sort of strangely neutral. It's as if he's simply relaying a story of a little significance or import.
と言っても単純な話なんだがね。サバイバーズギルトという言葉を知っているか。かつての私はその権下だった。
Yep, pretty much. There's a Fuyuki fire. Survivor's Guild, a condition that those who survive a catastrophe often develop. Survivor's Guild, a condition where the survivor of a catastrophe believes that they did something wrong by surviving when those around them died. Because they survived, they are special in some way, or possibly they feel that, since they are still alive, they have to do something exceptional in order to honor those who aren't as fortunate. And if the survivor didn't, it'd be the same as showing disrespect for the memory of the dead.
ああ、かつての私は大きな災害に遭い、そこで唯一生き延びたらしい。だが心はその時に死んでいた。災害のただ中で私が思ったことは償いだ。だから自分の命はもう自分だけのものではない。
Yeah.
死んでいった人たちの代わりにこの悲劇を二度と起こさない。そう心に誓ったらしい。そうでもしなければ自我を保っていられなかったのだろうな。おそらくその時に私は名前を失った。自分のためではなく犠牲になった人々のために生きると誓った時点で私は人間ではなくなったのだろう。多くの人間を助ける、正義の味方になる、そんな自分勝手な勘違いを持ったまま私は成長した。そう困った顔をするな。幼年期のトラウマだからな。子供らしいという指摘は勘弁してくれ。
You know, it is really refreshing to just see him air out this stuff like this, instead of just keep bottling up. But I guess this is a more the grown-up version with all the introspections done and things like that, right?
だが苔の一年というやつでね、ただの絵空事に過ぎなかった子供の夢は叶ってしまった。幼年期から青年期を経て、その男は気がつけばこの形になっていた。力ある者が私欲によって私欲を満たすのなら、人々の代わりにこれを打つ。罪を犯す者がさらに罪を犯すのなら、犠牲者を出す前にこれを打つ。私は武器を作ることに特化したウィザードだった。人々に悪と認識された者と戦うにはそれなりに適していた。そして正義の味方になるのはそう難しいことじゃない。私欲を殺し理想に徹すれば人間は簡単に正義の体現者になれる。
I seriously doubt that it's that easy at all. In fact, it seems to be coming desperately wrong with killing your sense of self for the supposed good of others. I can tell he's only sharing his bitterness and living the other things out.
そうかもしれない。けれど彼は気にしなかった。人々のためになるという使命感に陶酔していたからね。ボランティア、レジスタンス。彼は正しい計りのもと多くの命を救ったらしい。所詮は個人的な闘争に過ぎないが、人々の噂になるぐらいには活躍した義賊だ。まあ実際は傭兵のようなものだったが、それでも一人きりだったのは数年だけだ。これでも友人はいた。何年かした後、理想に賛同してくれる友人を得たんだ。以後マネジメントは彼に任せた。
There we go. You can take a look at the CG because it is clearly different than actual spoiler for Stay Night, I guess, for than Shiro because he actually uses just a straight up gun. He's more closer to Kiritsugu in this universe than in terms of fighting, I guess. Ideals, I'm not really sure. But yeah, he's closer to Kiritsugu in this universe than Stay Night. That was how he was able to immerse himself deeper and deeper into a sense of duty. Archer smiles a bit as he recounts the birth of a selfish, idealistic hero of justice. That smile, self-deprecating as it may be, is definitely a positive response to his memories. I see it in a flash of the young man who fully devoted himself to upholding a set of ideals. A man with supportive friends, a man with an understanding lover. I can see it in Archer smile what he's thinking. Ah, the good old days.
楽しかったというのは厚顔にも程があるがね。客観的に見れば彼はただの犯罪者だ。正義の味方であっても英雄じゃない。
Not this again. I still have yet to find anything objectable in Archer's story. Didn't he save people? Doesn't that make him a hero?
100人を助けるために10人を見捨てるような理想が。
Yep.
食うに困り、家族のために窃盗を行うしかなかった集団を一方的に殺すことが、あるいはこれはどうだ。旅客機の中で危険なウイルスが蔓延し、1分単位で乗客たちが死んでいく状況があったとする。その状況で、それでも乗客たちは視力を尽くして空港を目指した。互いを罵り合いながらも、最後には手を取り合い、たとえ自分は死んでも、誰か一人でも助かるのならと。だが彼らが地上に降りれば、ウイルスの感染は本格化する。
Yep.
どちらも罪のない人々だ。違いは、ただ多いか少ないかだけ。むしろ、旅客機の中の人々こそ、最大の被害者だ。地獄の中で、なお生き残ろうと、互いを励まし合い、助け合った。その、最後まで人間としての誇りを捨てなかった人々を。地上に降りれば、空港に不時着できれば、誰かが生きて帰れる。それが彼の理想だった。
Yep.
より多くの人々を助けるという。
Yep. Even
偏った正義の体現だったんだよ。
in this universe, like Kiritsugu, he shot down a plane full of people to save a bigger amount of people. It's an issue of life and death, not deontology. What Archer is talking about is like the plank of Carneades. Carneades? It is a thought experiment and one person survives by acting in a way that causes the others to die. If one person didn't take action, both would die. It's a situation with no good options.
いや、悪だ。どのような理由であれ、利益のために人を殺すのは悪だ。彼は多くの人々の命を守る利益のために引き金を引いた。
Yeah. He still wants to save everyone. Ah, that's why he said he wasn't the hero so often. He protected the safety of the people in the city from risk. The part where he actively saved someone on the verge of death didn't happen. He said that someone who truly upholds justice is selfless. He told me that his spirit died in the disaster that he survived as a child. But those things are nonsense. I think that he killed himself by cold-heartedly choosing his ideals over his humanity. Even though his decision to save more lives was correct, it was wrong of him to disregard the humanity of his act. However, every life that he threw away was also a life he wanted to save. In the disaster he survived as a child, he must have heard people crying, "I don't want to die." To save some lives but not others contradicted his core beliefs, founded on the pleas of he heard. He was not allowed to mourn. Sins that are committed can be atoned for, lives that are forsaken can be apologized to, but forgiveness can never be given to one who does not sway from a cold, blood-stained path. That's why, no matter who criticized his actions, he would not betray those he had cast away. As a result, he became worn down. Trying to be a hero of justice was killing him inside. To someone with his ideals, the idea of protecting the person you love was ridiculously impossible.
己を殺した男の末路だ。当然の帰結として、正義の味方は独善を執行する装置になった。人間性を失った正義感など、犯罪者と大差はない。
Yeah.
いや、むしろ。
Actually, I imagine he was far more feared than any criminal since he acted outside the law. He must have struck fear into anyone with a guilty conscience, even those above the law and officials. Okay, so he was basically just Batman. No negotiating, persuasion, or even calling upon his humanity would affect him, except he kills people. People probably couldn't comprehend why he did what he did. Explaining wouldn't have helped either. After all, not a single person in the world is capable of acting without self-interest, right? Could he be up to something awful? Could he be pulling the wool over our eyes with the good deeds? Doubts became rumors, and rumors became truth, resulting in the hero of justice being turned over to the justice system by his closest friend. That was how the mysterious man who was feared by the evil people was ultimately defeated. Because he was a hero of justice, he accepted the people's justice without defiance. Servants are reproductions of heroic spirits, you also could say are reborn. In other words, his life ended by the hands of the courtroom.
あれは私の誤算だったのだろうな。
I thought this man helped me because he cared for me, but if I become a detriment to the public, he wouldn't hesitate to strike me down. It's not about his friend betrayed him, his ideals betrayed him. His friends realized that he was bounded not to a man, but to a demon. He was bonded, enforcing an indiscriminate justice. He wasn't human at all, just a more infallible incarnation of the system. And so, his friend concluded that one day he would meet the same fate of those he'd killed. Therefore, this out-of-control vigilante had to be tricked into a trap.
そういうことだ。あの時の彼も、今の私も、友人を憎むことは一度もなかったよ。残念に思ったのは、一つだけだ。自分が死ぬ時は、正しい憎しみのもとに倒されるのだと信じていたが。
It wasn't the death brought on by hatred. It was because he wouldn't become someone else's gain. The people have a duty to end necessary evils. Redemption would not be his. It's karma. He was severed from society, just like the people whose lives he severed. Even as a human being, he realized that his path was a mistake. In order to save as many people as possible, the young man was fated to fail to the righteousness he espoused. It's a perfect drawn-up story. Maybe that's why a hero of justice doesn't have a name. A hero without a name. His death showed the public the very sort of embodiment of justice they yearned for. And there we go. Yeah, that was probably. I think this one is probably the most depressing story. Maybe because it's more real, not real, more hits closer to home at this point than Nero did, and that Caster does in the future. Since he's such a modern heroic spirit.
理想に準じるだけでは人は救えないというサンプルケースとして聞き流してくれ。かつての私と今の私は別のものだ。あまり同一視されても困るし。
Yeah.
君も息苦しかろう。
Overwhelming. That's my servant. His hero's justice. No way. A superhero stuck on upholding good and punishing evil would get old pretty fast. I wonder if Archer thinks he's a particularly strong servant.
そうだな。確かにそこまで行儀のいい男じゃない。まさか君に一本取られるとは。その通りだ。仮に息苦しいとしたら、それはまた別の理由だろう。今さら改まって言うのもなんだが、ほら、相方にすると、いろいろと小言が多いからね。
Yeah, that's a particularly good skill you have. He smiles. Archer smiled at me before, but I think I get the sense that This is something special. It was like if we had made peace with his past life. That was enough. Maybe we met so that he could give this smile. Captivated, I feel the tension flow out of me. Still, there's one last thing I want to ask. Is Archer happy now, even if his life was unrewarding?
さて、英霊としてどうかはさておき、サーバントとしては。
He talks with a dry, sardonic smile. Oh no, I went and ruined it. Now I can't ask if he found redemption. Poor Archer must barely be able to contain his discontent at having an experienced master like me.
幸福な部類だろう。私は実についている。この戦いは私にも大きな意義があった。未熟っぷりに頭を悩ます時もあったがね。君は総じていいマスターだったと思う。
Wait, what? He's still making fun of me.
嫌味なものか。最強の魔術師も最高の魔術師も私にはどうでもいいことだ。
You're talking as a human, like as a person, right?
能力の高さ、魔術師としての才能はいくらでも補える。だが、心のあり方だけは、私たちでは補えない。たとえ最弱であろうと、その心が人間的に正しいマスターと出会えたことは。
Archer gets himself off there. Maybe he couldn't find the words, or maybe he didn't think they needed saying. But I know what he means. The reason why, as a servant, he made his contract with the nameless Magus. I know what appealed to him about an average person, guided by forces beyond their control. The righteous path he strove to walk when he was alive helped me walk a better path.
ま、苦労は人一倍だがね。特別手当でももらわないと割が合わない。
Too true, yes.
では、そろそろ戦いに向かうとしよう。昔話はここまでだ。君には君だけの未来の仕事が待っている。
He gets up from his seat. There's no more reason to talk anyways. I think we've shared enough. I feel renewed as the nameless Magi and servant face their final fight. And that is that. We got his last matrix. And it's something I'm gonna take a look right now. Whoop. Oh, game. Weird. Alright, let's take a look. Hero of Wrought Iron. This is the title given to one who, in a previous life, was involved in the development and manufacture of many different types of weaponry. It hints at the fact that in his previous life, this archer was more of a craftsman than a warrior. Ally of Justice. In his mortal life, Archer was a magus who barely deserved the title, although he's a master in a previous Holy Grail war. While not even remotely in the same league as Rin Tosaka, he did possess magical circuits capable of a single function. While many people prattle about justice and equality, he actually went out of his way to be an ally of justice, often at the expense of his own freedom. When faced with a potential disaster that was beyond his powers to prevent, he willingly sold his soul to the Moon Cell in return for a miracle. Now, instead of playing the part of the hero, he willingly plays the role of a servant instead. As for the human he once was, no traces of that person exist. Instead, he is the personification of what most people would imagine one who holds the title of Ally of Justice would be. So yeah, he's a how do we say it? A composite hero, you could say. He's not a real person anymore. He's a combination of people's thoughts that attach themselves to the closest person who could fulfill that role, and that person is nameless here. And let's go ahead, talk to Rin. When I arrived at the roof, I'm surprised to see that Rin isn't in her usual spot. How's it going, Hakuno? Why don't you come up here? A voice comes from overhead. It's Rin Tosaka looking at the sky from the top of the entryway. Accepting your invitation, I go to the indicated spot where Rin plops down beside me. Think of it. I don't think I've ever told you the reason I entered the Holy Grail War. From out of the blue, she starts into a fairly serious topic. As Data, you have no idea about life outside the war, so let me tell you some of the basics. For the past 20 years, the world has been in stasis. Things have neither gotten better or worse. I agree with Leo about one thing. Changing ignites conflict, so maybe stasis isn't such a bad thing. That's what I thought at first, then I realized just how joyless life has become for everyone. For most people, simple joy is something trivial that's easily overlooked or even dismissed. However, for Rin, the lack of joy or even simple happiness was enough to spur her into action. It seems that, in reality, the world is being warped by some unknown force. Without change, there will be no chance for things to improve or matter how much time passes. The only thing that can change is, in such an obvious world, is that people stop living and merely exist. That's why I oppose the Harways and everything they stand for. My goal is to overthrow those who have traded progress for stability and give humanity a real future. I fought alongside others for many years, but our foe's powers was too much to overcome. But the Holy Grail contains enough power to topple the mightiest of foes. That's why I'm here. After the last statement, she takes a deep breath. She then turns to me with an anxious, almost worried expression on her face. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not asking you to use the Holy Grail War to make my wish come true. After all, only the winning master has the right to make the wish, not a dropout like me. But I just wanted to know why I entered and how I felt. That's why that I am basically a rash and impetuous person who chose chaos over complacency. That's why I wanted to say to you, sorry about making you sit here and listen for so long. With that, she cuts off any further conversation and stares at the fabricated sky. Right now, all I can do is gaze at her profile. But I wonder how much Rin's speech was in this past tense. I can see resignation cloud her expressions as she continues to look up into the sky. She has entrusted a great many secrets to me right now. When the master who claims the Holy Grail can leave the Seraph for Rin, the days before the final battle will be here. Don't look so down, and don't underestimate me. I've been probing the Seraph every day. Don't worry, I'll find a loophole. Now stop thinking about me and start focusing on Leo. Her sudden smile was enough to lighten my mood and make all my angst go away. I doubt there's anything under the sun that could be as match for this girl. Of all the people I've known through all of this, she's definitely the most important to me. There we go, we got a little nice conversation with Rin there. Can go ahead and talk to her a bit more, so let's take a look. Not an associate of mine, I dare say, partner. You actually mean something to me. If there's anything you need to get off your chest, don't be shy and share it with me. I can't promise I'll be able to do anything, but at least I can listen to your concerns. How nice of her to say. Let me check. Do we have levels? We do. Let's go to the chapel now. Yeah. Now I want to at least go to A+ on Archer here. So we gotta get the most amount of damage possible. Alright, let me see. After this we have Taiga, and then we have... That's pretty much it, yeah, and then we can go to the arena. Hey there. Hakuno, get to listen to your favorite teacher's absolute final request. If it's the final one, sure. I know you've been making your work really hard, but this is the final one, honest. I have a feeling that someone in the arena, an object that grants wishes. If you will go and get it for me, I promise I'll leave you alone. Really, no more requests, ever. I can find it today, only in the arena's second floor. Could you please go and get it for me? And sure, let's go on ahead and grab it. There's Leo. The young Harway stands in the hallway, a red-clad prince. Again, that's not red, that's orange, but whatever. Waiting to grant me an audience. It's Leo. It's okay, I didn't bring Gawain with me. I have something I wish to speak with you about. Leo's words are disarming. It's true, Gawain, who is usually by his side, is nowhere to be seen. When you fought my brother, I did not expect you to escape digital death. You bested him, though. And it's a credit to my brother that you have held out until the very end. Thank you for that. You have my gratitude. It's hard to tell if he's agitated about his brother's death since he's thanking me. Could any normal person be so calm with this situation? Gives me the creeps to listen. My brother was weak. That's why he was selfish and defensive. While he said he believed me, he really just believed his childhood promise to his mother. But he must have been happier that way. If Leo's mother was the woman who Julius mentioned at the end, and the one who wished Leo well, then he must have been happy when he died. Remembering the face and that voice, at least I think so. Anyways, you did well for my brother. I know why you would want me to thank you and... Hold your tongue, Leo. There is no need to converse with your enemy at this point. I told you not to manifest, Gawain. And off he goes. I apologize for his behavior. He owes no malice, so please try to forgive him. Chastised by Leo, Gawain frowns and then disappears. Now missing a beat, Leo continues. In any case, our battle commences in just 4 days. I look forward to the unparalleled battle ahead of us, Hakuno. He speaks with sportsmanship, but I can tell he doesn't think that way he will lose. I'm still curious about one thing. Why is Leo participating in the Holy Grail War? The reason why I want the Holy Grail? Full world peace, of course. The Holy Grail will be effective in strengthening the Harway rule. Harway's management system is what keeps the world stable, the real world that is. Neither strife nor poverty exists within the limited domain. Expanding the boundaries of that domain is our top priority. Maybe some people will feel a bit stifled by the system, but it's for the greater good of humanity. We want the world to understand that. I don't think Leo is lying. He truly believes he's performing a great service for humanity. He's self-righteous, but looking at his face, I'm jealous of his self-confidence. It's better to forget doubts like Leo has. Alright, off we go to the arena. Second floor. Now let's take a look. Tiger request. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay, it's that one. I know this. Yep. Lit by the sunset. There's always something new with this arena. This is the last area, Master. Let's stay focused and head out. The last area. These are the final few yards of the long journey towards the Holy Grail. Whatever happens, this is the end. So why? Does this brilliant sun fill my heart with just unease? I haven't fought Leo since the finals began. It's still unclear how powerful his servant is. He's the Knight of the Round Table and one of King Arthur's chosen, Gawain of the White Knight. I wonder if my abilities are a match for his. Honestly, I do think Hakuno should have at least read up on Gawain, because yeah, the sun thing definitely a problem. Anyways, the way to progress over there, but we can just go over here. There's a fountain right here, and a few enemies. I think these are the same ones as the other thing. No, they aren't. I mean, no, they are. The Sondom's Gate, but still. Let me see. Yeah, I think we can just kill them with one turn, so let's see. Yeah, we killed them in one cycle, so we're good. Off you go. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna level up. I think we're gonna get one more level in this whole thing. Probably this, I think. Nah, that's a shame. Oh man, that was a close one. You can see how annoying this can be, right? If we just lost here. There we go. You're dead. Come here. Let's just try full on this. And we got critted again. There, he's dead anyways.
消え去るがいい。足止めを食らったな。
And that one is just another staff rebuke.
瞑想とはありがたい。吐きだめになんとやらだ。
That is this way. Then we have the fountain over there. It's a bit out of the way. The fountain in this level, but it's here right at the beginning of the thing. If you ever need it. No, there's always two of them, but I don't really know where the second one is. It's probably over there in the second part. Anyways, over here we turn left here so we can grab Taiga's request, which is not this one, I think. Oh, it is this one.
いいものと巡り会えたな。大事にしよう、マスター。
There we go. And with this, we have pretty much all the requisites for the super boss battle.
いいだろう。
So we're pretty good at this point. I don't think we kill him from this. He needs one more love tap, yeah. There we go.
本領発揮だな、マスター。次だ。
Pure Reefer, that's pretty good.
あって困るものでもなし、遠慮なくいただいておこう。
The items are not random. They're the same items every playthrough. So yeah, there's that.
問題。
Let's see. It's probably a triangle or something, right? Let's try it. That was even. At least we got that one. And did we get this one? No. We got that one though.
いい指示だった。
Magic Crystal Sphere.
手応えもない。私。
Yep. The only way to get the other items is just fighting enemies and getting lucky with drops or
あって困るものでもなし。
Yeah.
遠慮なくいただいておこう。
Alright, let's heal him up.
コンディションはせ。
Let's do a quick save state because I don't want to do this all over again. Let's beat his ass.
いいだろう。
Alright, so let's see. Probably something like this. Then this. Let's see it. Ah, damn it. We were wrong on one.
返すぞ。
We were wrong on that one too. Let's use this one. Might as well, right? Even got one. Got one. Oh, he did 2,000 damage. That was crazy. We didn't even need that. We just got him from this. Nice. We get 2,000 XP, which is pretty much the only good way to get XP at this point. But unfortunately, those guys don't respawn, so we're kind of stuck with this. Let's see. Alright, after halfway, we will fight Leo. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and recharge my stuff. Just, oops. Oops. Yeah, just fast forward a little bit. It's not all that much of a deal. Ah, damn it. This and then. There we go.
消え去るがいい。万事がこの調子ならいいんだがね。
Right, we got our stuff. Let's just head back so I can fight him again. Alright. There we go. Careful, Master. This means our opponent has entered the arena. I can sense that Leo has entered the arena as well. His aura isn't malevolent like Julius's or sort of like Ronnie's. The pure, unclouded flow of his magic makes me think of the sun shining in the clear blue sky. They finally appeared. Shall we welcome them, Master? Isn't it reckless to head into the battle? Still, it will help to see Gawain in action.
行きましょう。ガウェイン。
We'll find them halfway
純白
through.
の騎士とはま
There he is. When we reach the passageway, he empties into an open space. Leo appears on the other end. They exchange a quick glance with Archer before we jump out in front of Leo. To his credit, Leo doesn't react, other than smile like he just ran into a friend.
こんにちは。
Hello, Hakuno. And hello, I don't believe we've been introduced. Nice to meet you, Archer. I look forward to fighting you in the bottom of my heart. Somebody's antsy. If you're looking forward to the fight so much, how about we spar a little for giggles? Your sarcasm isn't cute, and your attitude towards royalty is intolerable. Pull back the cower like an archer should, nameless servant. This is alright, Gawain. The challenge has enticed me. Please accept. As you wish. At Leo's signal, Gawain readies his sword. He somehow looks more hulking when he does so. So his boss's life is top priority. That's chivalry for you. My sword is the extent of my king's arm. If he retract his arm, then I shall sheath my blade. My holy sword, my body, they are but vessels for the will of my sovereign. A holy sword. Gawain is the best known sword, one of the best known knights of the Round Table, holds the sister sword of Excalibur. Its name is Galatine. Quite a legendary sword you have there, but you wield it when your king wants. I subjugate myself to the king's will and defeat the enemies of the king. That is all I exist for. I will carve out your body into your body with this symbol of the sun that serves my king. Here we go.
私たちの敵ではないさ。
あなたたちが最高の障害であると期待します。
Alright, so we want to like live. So I am gonna go ahead and use fortification. So I can get how do you say it? So we can try and stop a few of his moves with the yeah, that sucks, but it has to be done.
その呼吸を乱す。騎士に心は不要。ただ剣であればいい。
Just in case I'm going to recover here.
承知。
Yep, I knew it. Ah, god damn it.
マスター。
Yeah, I knew it. Alright.
切り込むか。強度を上げるぞ。見てていただく。そのように貫かせていただく。その呼吸を乱す。騎士に心は不要。ただ剣であればいい。
Alright, just in case. Oh, we got a triple. Nice.
見抜かれましたか。 その努力は不要です。
Ah, damn it. They got an annoying little thing.
すごいな。まだ力を感じます。
Yeah, fighting Leo is gonna be more annoying than you'd expect. Anyways, we can use weaken in the last turn. just in case recover, and then use this.
承知。布石を打たせてもらおう。食らいつけ。フルンディング。布石を打たせてもらおう。
There we go. Gawain, seems time is up. Please put away your sword.
御意。
As you command. I have the Seraph intervention to thank for my life, I believe. There isn't a single scratch on Gawain's silver armor, but Archer's struggling to breathe. Today was fun, Hakuno. I look forward to engaging you in combat again. With a smile, he disappears off into the arena. Did not expect that. Never mind the capabilities of his blade. His armor just doesn't have a scratch. So the legend about the Knight of the Sun are true, huh? It was too much. I, as well as Archer, have overcome a lot of powerful enemies, but it's beyond us to make even a scratch on Gawain's armor. And just 4 days remain before the elimination battle. I wonder if we can really close the gap in ability before then. There must be something we can do. If we don't find a solution, I won't be able to reach the Holy Grail. And there we go, Matrix 2. Let me see, I don't think we are able to... Yeah. Archer couldn't deal with Gawain, like a damage strength must be... Unless we eliminate that, we'll be able... Yeah, whatever, we can't go there. Right, and it's time for us to go back. We've done all we can for today, and we are just heading back. Yep.
では、ひとときの休息を。
Damn. To think I couldn't even make a single scratch on the guy. There's got to be some sort of trick with his invulnerability. We'll find it out. We'll find it out. Then level the playing field. There are 4 days left in the preparation period. Figure it out, like you always do. We will indeed, Archer. Worry not about it. I guess you can take a look at this. Just if anyone wants to read it, it's here. And off to the next day. Gawain is so strong. The power he met with the arena surpassed my expectations. Archer's attack didn't even put a scratch on his armor. What? There's nothing new about your enemies being more powerful than you, Master. But you always overcome them. There's no reason you can't do this time too. Now, the time to make use of that inner tenacity. Leo's perfect, but he's alone. Don't you have another flawed human being to help you? That's right, not a single fight has been easy. Just need to do the same thing just one more time. Just once more. I shouldn't worry because I have Rin as my ally. Indeed, let's go talk to Rin. But before that, let's go ahead and talk to Archer. Anything new to say, buddy?
Folder comp だと?
Yep, I think this is the last one.
サーバントとマスターは似た者同士が多いものだが、まさかこんなところで共通点があったとはな。
Yep, we're both hoarders.
いや、我がマスターながら恐ろしい凝り性だ。今年だが気をつけたまえ。趣味が目的になった時、収集家は収集家になる。例えば、この世の財すべてを集めねば気が済まないような男だ。さすがにその域になっては私もお手上げだ。契約を解消せざるを得ないからな。
Yep, yeah, that was basically it. fun little exchange there if we complete a few, most of the folders. Let's see what his generic text is. I think I've already seen this one. Yep, we already saw this one. Alright. Now it's time to multimedia room, Rin, and Taiga. So let's go to Rin first. So you faced off against Gawain. I tell Rin about my encounter with Gawain, who I fought against the previous day. His name, which bears no shame, the blade that shines like the sun, his apparent invincibility. They obviously have nothing but contempt for you, and they simply told Gawain's identity. They're probably counting on the divine protection of the morning sun Gawain supposedly has. As long as the sun shines, Gawain might be the mightiest heroic spirit today, even greater than Arthur. The power of the legend. Gawain's exploits are described in detail in the Knights of the Round Table mythos. It is said that he was a hero who was blessed with the great powers by the sun. Now that I think about it, this ability seems to have taken straight from the legends. But every hero has a weakness, and Gawain is no exception. No matter how powerful he is, his abilities, he cannot escape the shackles of his legacy. And according to legend, overcoming his greatest strength will leave him vulnerable. The stories say Sir Lancelot grievously wounded Gawain by waiting until the sun set before attacking. But in the Seraph, the arena was always controlled by the system. I couldn't imagine the sun setting while inside there. If that's the case, all we have to do is block out the sun for a while. Even with my power, I'm not sure how long I'll be able to keep it up. While Rin's power as a wizard is without question, to use such an advanced technique, I wonder if there's something we can do to help. Right, as this is going to be a Herculean task, I'll need a place where I can concentrate. At first I couldn't think of a place on campus that a wizard could work without bother. Maybe the multimedia room that Julius was using before? But the secret to gaining access to it probably died with its original occupant. For now I'll poke around the multimedia room. Maybe I'll find out how to get in. Indeed. Let's go. I think it's on the second floor. Yeah, it's on the second floor. There it is. No, that's the library. It's in the third floor then. The multimedia room. This place must be facilities that support extensive hacking. I place my hand on the door and I wonder how to get in. I knew it. I earned a mild electric shock when I touched the door. It's been booby-trapped. Julius left the trap to deny entry to anyone but himself, I see. I have an idea. If only Julius could enter, then I have to pretend to be Julius. Now, I'm going to masquerade as a guide. I don't know. If only I had something of his. Anyways, I'll go look around the place where I fought Julius. Maybe I'll find a clue. Let's go to the first floor. Talk to Taiga. So you did find it? The object that grants wishes? This isn't it. Huh. Please, you have to get it for me. Come on. You'll try again, won't you? If I must. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have my gratitude. The object grants wishes. It should be in the second floor. It has to be. That area is probably over the sea by now, so everything should be copacetic. After 2 days' time, I won't be able to see you again, so please get what I asked before then. Indeed. Today we are going to go into the first floor, but tomorrow we get to the second area. Let me see. Yeah. And yeah, let's just go ahead and grab that. Into the first floor. Pretty much the only part of the game where we need to backtrack. One of Julius's possessions. We need a bit of this data in order to fool the protection protocols placed on the multimedia room. Perhaps we should go where he and I fought, and where he disappeared. Might be able to find something of his here, or at the very least some kind of clue. There isn't much time left in the prep period. If I don't look into it today, I may not get another chance. I should be a bit more cautious when I go exploring. Not really, I know exactly where it is. It's not particularly hard to find, just follow the signs, I guess. Let's beat you up.
承知。突き破る。見えた。返すぞ。ここか。せい。
There we go.
いい指示だった。万事がこの調子ならいいんだがね。いざ。まさか。
Alright.
任せろ。遅い。
Should be able to get. No, don't even need the extra attack.
本領発揮だな、マスター。まあ、行けるところまで進めばいいさ。
It does take a little bit to get there, but we get there eventually. It's not very extensive process. Yep, come here. You're not doing anything.
切り込むか。
1, 2, 3, and you're done.
見えた。あそこだな。切り伏せる。消え去るがいい。万事がこの調子ならいいんだがね。
Yep. Might as well check out this. Let's see, did the guy respawn? At least he gave us some good XP. Nah, he's not here.
仕掛ける。
It's a shame, but what will you do, right?
律儀な奴らだ。切り込むか。まだだ。いい指示だった。まあ、行けるところまで進めばいいさ。
There we go. We have that guy to look out for.
いざ。
There we go. That should be the right thing. Let's see. Nah, that was the right thing. We got that one though.
いい指示だった。
Nice.
足止めを食らったな。
Alright, let's just grab that thing then. Here, this is where I fought with Julius, and then he finally disappeared for good. If I casually examine the area where he stood, I see a black feather lying on the floor. Hey, isn't this from the color of Julius's coat? I'm sure the piece of something he obviously cherished would be sufficient to stand in for him. Interesting thought. Maybe something so tied to Julius will be enough to break through the protection. I'll give it a try as soon as I return to the campus, which is right now. We kinda waste a day doing this, but whatever.
いい加減、外が恋しくなってきた。
Archer isn't doing much right now, so we are gonna go ahead and save. Yep, that's that. The next day, 2 more days remaining, not much going on right now. I have in possession of Julius's that I picked up in the arena. With this, I may be able to break into the multimedia room and use it as a base. This is a piece of Julius's clothing. It's my work. We should be able to fool the multimedia room security with this. The multimedia room will be a perfect base. Swing by tonight. I should be have something by then. We'll work more on our plan of attack once you show up. I hope everything goes well. Now I need to focus on chipping away at Gawain's ability for now. Let's we can go to the multimedia room, but I'm kind of curious to see if Archer has anything to say. Anything new? Nope, nothing new. Alright, off we go. Let's go to the multimedia room. Okay, I'm going to start now. Take out the thing from Julius. I present Julius' article as Rin has requested. Ow, my ears. Next, Rin mumbles something and the lock clicks open. Okay, a success. This place will make a great base. I should be able to hack into the arena's lighting from here. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but while I'm hacking, you'll have to stall for time, Hakuno. Of course. While he's hacking here, I'll distract Leo. If I correctly time the fall of the light, just one strike against the Gawain is all I needed. We'll only get one chance and the light's only dim for a second. You cannot mess this timing. After another agreement, Rin goes into the multimedia room. You better go find Leo right away, because if I miss him going into the arena and mess up the timing, the plan will amount for nothing. Indeed, let's just get the hell out of here. There he is. There's something in deep crimson uniform across the hallway. Hallway. It's Leo. You have to get him to the arena and buy some time while Rin finishes her hacking. I've got to chase him down before I lose sight of him. Off to the second floor we go. Looks like you're in the arena. I'm hacking right now, but damn, it's gonna take some time. Leo is near you. See if you can draw him out and stall for time. Let's hurry, Master. If they leave before we face them, this plan will amount to nothing. Indeed. We can get there without looking at a single enemy, so we're good on that. We don't have to recharge, I guess you could say. They're above us, I'm pretty sure.
Akatsukiか日没かどちらにせよ燃え尽きる太陽のようだ今までのアリーナがどちらかのマスターの心象風景なのだとしたらこの荒野めいた世界は敵のものであると祈りたいよ。
There is one of those high difficulty guys downstairs. We will take a look at them in a little bit later. For now, let's just deal with this guy. I want to deal with Leo as quickly as possible. These guys are tanks, so they do take a little bit. They take like 2 cycles to beat, so yes, definitely more trouble than they're worth, really. There we go. I do think they're the ones who give us the most XP of basic enemies. Yeah, almost 1000 XP. There we go, 1, 2, and then 3. That sucks. That really does suck. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's heal him up. And that's done.
消え去るがいい。手応えもない。私たちの敵ではなかったな。しかし、思えばこれが最後のアリーナか。この虚構世界で歳月は意味を持つとは思えないが、もう1ヶ月以上こうして戦ってきたとはな。いや、 こんなに長い聖杯戦争は初めてだ。
Yep, it is a long time. In Stay Night, I think the Holy Grail war lasted like a week at most. In the longest. I do think the Holy Grail lasted like a week at the longest in Stay Night, so yeah. Ah, damn it, he messed me up. These guys always have some weird patterns.
すまん。調子が出る。任せろ。
Is he gonna have? Nope, okay, good. And he's
消え
gone.
去るがいい。
Very close to level up.
次だ。休んでいる暇はないぞ。
There he is. The golden-haired Harway King stands in the arena, his knight in shining silver armor beside him. I have to distract him to buy some time. Ah, Hakuno. I see your search for the triggers is going well. From Leo's conversational tone, I don't think he forgot we fought yesterday. Well, it works for me. I'll bring my uneasiness about the utopia Leo spoke of. A world which he sees regulation as a necessity. A puzzled expression on his face, Leo answers me with a question. Where is there room for any doubt? No poverty, no war, no inequality. Those things are the conditions for happiness, conditions the Harways maintain. There are two types of people, those who engage and those who fight enjoy the fruits of being managed. In this case, the fruits of being managed are stability and happiness. Wrong. That's wrong. When people have nothing to strive for, stagnation trumps stability. Where individuals become people work towards a better tomorrow, humanity as a whole progresses. Dan taught me that strive for a goal. Alice reached out for the vigor of human life, while in the stasis herself. Even Lil Ronnie had a goal, and it wasn't Ronnie. It wasn't Ronnie talking on the world or on the runaway. Don't use Lil Ronnie as an example of anything. I think that just hurts your thesis here. And even Julius, even that twisted man who took a step forward and grasped his memories. I'm positive that stability has no role in the best part of the lives of any of these people. The stability that Leo would impose on us is suspended animation. Of course, we'd be free of struggle. You are hopeless. It is unfortunate you say such things. You can't understand me, but it seems the eradication of strife under my rule is the noblest of achievements. Leo sighs, glances casually at Gawain. Shall we, Gawain? It is sad, but she places herself in opposition to the Harways. As you wish, my lord. My holy blade is an incarnation of the sun. For my king, I shall scorch the earth. This is the end of the conversation. The atmosphere of the battlefield instantly changes, and Archer leaps towards to engage. Okay, let me get this right. You devoted everything to a protection of this king guy. Man, what a pain. I live as a knight, should. This is my path. You have no reason to criticize that. You're as stubborn as me, huh? Hey, I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying it's not necessarily as rewarding as you'd think to live as someone's sword. People can't understand selflessness because it's against human nature. It makes you a freak, you know. No one's going to admire you for walking the path, but I think you know to accept that. Yes. However, I do not desire a reward, for nor I have any aspirations. I will not repeat my mistakes from the past. This time I will believe in my kings without a shred of doubt. My holy sword blazes for one reason. My heart has but one wish, to lead my lord to victory. Interesting. We've got that in common too. Our reward is seeing our master get what they want. I'll fight fire with fire. Let's go, White Knight. This time I'll make you fall. I had just intended to stall for time, but suddenly the tension of the air draws tight as a bowstring. Don't be worried, Master. I'm not engaging them in combat will be easier than talking. We don't have to defeat him, just have to stall for time. Archer smiles, and I'm left wondering if this outcome was inevitable. Fortunately, it seems Gawain has lost his cool. I'll have to stave him off enough for Rin to finish. Matrix level 2. Alright, so I really have no idea what he's gonna go for. So might as well just use fortification for now.
任せろ強度を上げるぞ
Yep, we got hit.
そのように貫かせていただく
Even buffed again. There we go, we got one there.
なるほど3兵じゃねえか
I'm gonna go recovery just in case. You never know what this guy's gonna do. Nice, we got level 3. Yep, thank God I even think I guarded, so that's good. Yeah, I guarded. Thank God I decided to heal him up here. And we got even there. Alright.
死に心は不要ただ剣であればいい
This last turn, so might as well go for this and recover just in case.
任せろ
Even. Yep, thank God, that was a close one. You can see how strong this thing is, right? You can just instantly heal our guy to max.
そう簡単に
And we got an extra turn too, that's pretty funny. Boom. Sloppy. Sloppy. You're too easy to avoid. Archer's taunt is gleeful, but the expression on his face is stern. Even though Gawain is upset, he continues to strike heavily and effectively, driving Archer back. Still nothing. I can tell by Archer's face that they're at the limit. I have to prepare for the worst. Sorry to make you wait, I'm going to turn off the sun. Now! The moment range transmission ends, I glance meaningfully at Archer. This is it. I was ready for this moment. With all his might, Archer drives a single blow into Gawain. A moment later, Gawain is fuming for what happened to his body. You were just stalling for time. Ah, what have I been doing? It was stupid of you to lose your cool. Hurts, doesn't it, to be had like that, Knight of the Sun? Archer's taunt fails to rouse the response from Gawain. Gawain, let's retreat for now. They are victorious today. After Gawain reluctantly lowers his sword, Leo turns to me. He's still so damn upbeat. How unexpected. Using a full third of my power, I was still kept at bay. I'm glad to know I wasn't wrong to getting excited about facing you. For someone admitting defeat, Leo looks positively chipper. He laughs cheerfully as he logs out. He was only using the third of his power just now. Knowing Leo, he wasn't lying, but at least I've neutralized some of Gawain's abilities. 2 days remain until the elimination battle. Can I catch up to Leo by then? Yeah, we're fine. Matrix 3. Yeah, it was fine. You can take a look at the really beautiful vista they were able to do with the PSP here. It is kind of impressive what they were able to do with this. Trigger obtained. So, this is the last cipher key. Can't say it's any different from the dozen others. What's truly note here is the dedication and hard work you've put in. I'm happy for you, Master. Oh, thank you. Alright, so let me see. We still the fountain is over there. Yeah, that's the last place we need to go to get the Tiger quest item. Need to go over there quickly. Beat up a few more guys and we're good. We are leveled up, right? We did gain a level. I know, we're very close. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and go out of my way to fight the other guy. It's not really worth it. Going out of my way to get that. Anyways, that's enough for this. These guys aren't very HP heavy, so we're good on this front. There we go. Should be leveled up from this. There we go. Alright. That's not good. Let's try this. I guess I was right. Now right, them.
ここから返すぞ
We got them. For the extra attack. They're done.
いい指示だった
Nice.
いける
We got an elixir, which is pretty much what I wanted.
遠慮なくいただいて
Have to beat up this guy so we can get to the fountain. Let's try this one. There we go.
消え去るがいい万事がこの調子ならいいんだがね
Yeah, we can at least fight everyone around this area.
期待にいいだろう
Let me see. Probably this. Let's try it.
行くぞ
No, that was even. You got that one right. We got those right. Nice.
消え去るがいい予定通りだ先に進もうマスター
Alright, off we go. Your last one. Kind of a dick move to hide the fountain. There, you know what I mean?
承知
Ah, that's pretty bad. I think we might actually lose this
突き破る
if we're unlucky. Oh, please do 900 damage. Okay, it did. Thank God. That was very closer than I thought.
手応えもない
Alright, there we go. Tiger Thermos.
この壺はこれはいいものだ
Alright, buddy. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything. Now we still need a little bit over there. The corner there. There we go. Now I've got everything. We can just head back and call it a day.
ああ賛成だいい加減外が恋しくなってきた
Alright, last day tomorrow. You can take a look at this if you want. Yeah, save the progress, save, and that's that. Hakuno, I'm glad that yesterday went so well. I trust you did what you needed to do. Rin is waiting for me in her usual spot. Her pale skin gleams white in the gentle, beaming light. Yesterday we struck a strong blow against Gawain, so it's possible to be positive about the finals. Tomorrow is the 7th and final elimination battle. I never thought I'd be standing on equal grounds with Leo and Gawain, but thanks to Rin, it's a reality. Those words of thanks are on my mind as I look at Rin. What? Is there something on my face? Rin frantically wipes the head over her face. It looks so funny that I burst out laughing. And when I do, Rin... What's what you're laughing at, you idiot? What do you think? I figured out you'd be seriously concerned here about what Leo said. I spent time wondering if Leo's philosophy had merit. However, just as Rin said before, it's not as if he says must absolutely be true. I realized after fighting him that, as strong as Leo is, he's missing something critical. That's why I can't be sure I'll win against Leo. Huh, I'm glad you think so, but talk is cheap, you better make good on your words. Rin says it and smiles. Seeing that smile reinvigorates me to win and return to her no matter what. That, and do you remember what I said before about finding the way to get out? The odds are 50-50 as to if what will happen or not, and that's only if things go well. Once the Holy Grail War is over, promise me that you'll contact me. I don't care how or from where. This is the address I'm using for the war. I won't change it for 3 days. Embarrassed colors Rin face. She sends me her email address to my terminal. But why? Ignoring the fact that I still have to defeat Leo, I'm still nothing but random bits of data. It's kind of, well, ridiculous to treat someone like me as a real human being, right? You're an idiot. I've already told you that doesn't matter to me. Clone or copy doesn't matter. You are you, regardless of where you came from or how you came to be. You are soft-hearted and sentimental, and it's a reminder of how people usually should be. No, it's not ridiculous. You're alive, so start thinking about life after the Holy Grail War. Defeating Leo will bring the wrath of the Harway family down on you. Does that scare you at all? Oh, I never thought about that. If the Western plutocrats target someone, there'd be a good as dead outside the Holy Grail War. Right, don't worry. I'll watch over you. After all, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. Don't be afraid to depend on me once this is all over. I'll protect you no matter what. I tilt my head in puzzlement. Not only is she sure I'll beat Leo, she's making plans for afterwards. I think she's getting way too ahead of herself. What? This is some obvious thing to do? And why have oh woe is me look on your face? Helping other people is a big deal, right? And of course you have to go and do just that. Go help other people is to make a certain amount of responsibility for their life. Remember what is that it's much harder to try and keep one alive than to stand by and watch them die. I see. Such an act couldn't be done without compassion, and to save a life is to share in it. Alright. All I can do is prepare and face what comes. I only get this one chance at life. Though saving a life is great responsibility, it's far better to save a life than take one. That's right. That's why I'll do everything I can do to help you. That's what I can do right now. Rin then turns away while continuing to mumble to herself. That's right. I may not have anywhere to go to remember this, but I swear, I'll return to this spot and... And that. The sky's going dark. I'm nervous that I've forgotten something, making sure everything I've done so far was be for naught. It's the final evening, Master. You haven't forgotten the cipher keys and training all the iteration of the soul, have you? Hearing familiar words from my servant calls me. I really like to save myself the embarrassment of losing by default in the finals. Just in case, I should check the cipher key display on my terminal. And I also need to finish all my other preparations today. Visiting the commissary, performing an alteration of the soul, training in the arena, it's all necessary. I should do everything I need to. I can't be too careful. I can't be too careful either. Right. Honestly, I think I am going to just finish today, and then gonna call it quits because it would be way too long if I tried to cram in the boss fight and this. I'm just gonna do it today, and that's gonna be it. Anything new?
相手はあの少年を
Nope. Nope, alright. We have Rin in the library, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Further down the hallway, the sounds of an argument can be clearly heard. It's a school where so few people left, I can only believe the owner of that voice to be Rin, and the other voice can only belong to Leo. Legitimate masters, huh? So, any irregularities are meaningless to you? On the contrary, I'm relieved that you somehow managed to survive. Tragically for me anyways, whether I go live or die hasn't been decided just yet. However wins the Holy Grail one gets to return home is a sole survivor, that's the rule. But my life doesn't matter, you're the one who still has something to lose. If you lose the final match, the Harway family will lose their heir. Pretty big blow, huh? True, but I'm going to win. It's not a bravado or a lie, Leo believes he's speaking the truth. And it's definitely not the blind faith. He has judged himself and doesn't find himself lacking. Trust the Harway to be so arrogant. The same Harway is choking the world into oblivion with an iron fist. Choking into oblivion. Looks like your comparison is creative still. No, you look tired. Now is not the time for an extended conversation, I'm afraid. With that said, I bid you good day. Leo makes a vague gesture towards Rin, while at the same time acknowledging me with a smile. Hakuna, I look forward to finally meeting you in the field of battle. I noticed that he leaves that smile never once slipped. If I was still the same person as I was before, his words would have badly shaken me. But everything is different now. Now I have a purpose, a reason to fight for the Holy Grail. This is my path diverged from Leo's, but only the Holy Grail knows which the correct one is. Alright. Now, last thing we need to do is talk to Ty, so we can get the last thing. Were you able to get it this time? Do you have to take revenge wishes? Yes, this is my precious! I take this plus you in return. Now I insist you have it. Alright. Let's take a look at it before we leave. There it is, right in the corner over there.
相手はあの少年
We
王
can
だ。
look at it over there and
小細
top
工は
right.
ことここ思うままに戦えばいい。
Alright. We've got everything, and we should be able to go to the secret boss later. Alright, as usual, the last day doesn't have any special events in the arena, so I'm just gonna cut to the last day, to the end. Alright, so I'll see you just in a little bit. Alright, here we go. Back at it again.
ああ、賛成だ。いい加減、外が恋しくなってきた。
We've got last night together in this fake world. When I think back on it, we've really been through a lot. But we had some good times. I'll spare the flattery. It's all in the past anyways. Well, tomorrow's the elimination battle. I don't have any final words of wisdom for you. Just command me like a master you are. Always courageous, always seeking answers. That's a nice little compliment. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. Next part, we are gonna do quite a bit of fighting. We have the the Leo fight, the final boss fight, and the secret boss. So yeah, we got those three to do. Yeah, this should pretty much be good on that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra. Ciao.